Back in the late 80s, 4 weapon-wielding turtles captured the hearts of preteens all over the world. What started as a comic book soon became a hugely successful cartoon series, and from there spawned merchandise. Lots and lots of merchandise, including a series of movies and 2 very successful arcade games. TMNT, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for those of you who don't speak in acronyms, Turtles in Time was the second arcade game and has now been reshelled for the PlayStation Network. If you've ever played the original arcade game, then you'll find that this conversion, despite improved 3D graphics and the ability to move and attack in 8 different directions, is almost identical. This is not the first console conversion of this game. Back in 1992, Turtles in Time was ported to the Super NES. As a console version, there were some minor and major changes involved. The most notable changes were the addition of the Technodrome stage and the use of a 3D effect known as Mode 7 in the Neon Knight Rider stage. Although not graphically as spectacular as the arcade version, the Super NES version of Turtles in Time was more varied and longer. Unfortunately, reshelled is a more direct port of the original arcade game, meaning it's not as long or varied as the Super NES version. Although the graphics of reshelled do look pretty good, the ability to move and strike in 8 different directions proves to be more of an unnecessary hindrance than anything else. You will often find yourself being beaten into a state of shell shock as you realise you're not attacking in the direction you thought you were. Once you get used to using the analog controller, you will find this problem disappears, but due to the game's short length, you'll be close to finishing the game by that point. Despite its few minor flaws, reshelled is a lot of fun. For those of you who don't know what this game is about, the story is, well, it makes no sense. Shredder steals the Statue of Liberty, no idea why. Maybe he has a fetish for stone women. Either way, he steals it, and sends the turtles back in time to get rid of them. The game is a simple side-scrolling beat-em-up that allows you to repeatedly bash buttons until all the enemies on screen are disposed of. And if you're a fan of the Turtles franchise or an old-school fan of the arcade game, then this title has everything plus a little more. You'll find heaps of your favourite characters from Baxter through to Krang. Even April O'Neil and Splinter make a brief appearance too, although the absence of Bebop and Rocksteady is a little disappointing after appearing in the Super NES version, but there are enough of your old favourites here to let that one slide. Although not bursting with replay value, this game is definitely one you will go back to from time to time. There are various different challenge levels and a survival mode, plus you can have up to 4 players in a co-op game, which creates some great long night sessions. There is also an online co-op mode, but good luck finding somebody to play with on there. I have to give Turtles in Time reshelled the gold trophy. I was a fan of the arcade and Super NES version as a kid, and if you were too, there is no reason not to purchase this classic title, and with a bit of luck we'll be seeing more classic titles like this. Maybe next to Simpsons arcade game, hint hint Konami.